Hello, boys, and welcome to Aspect Zero Profile Production. Next part, Sakura Night 3. I looked up, we have not had this picture for sure. I had to search for the map before I could find it, but I'm 100% sure now that we have never had this picture. So it was the right one to start with. So, end off with. So let's continue reading. I opened my mouth, but as soon it's soon stopped by Torch's lips. She's holding something small and sweet between her teeth, and I think it might be a strawberry. She pushes the strawberry into my mouth, effectively silencing me. Our bodies are pushed together. I can feel her ample chest against my own. Her fingers, meanwhile, dig into my shoulders. She's holding me perhaps a little tighter than she needs to. Is this some sort of warning? I guess was all an elaborate ruse to shut me up. Totsu spent enough time with me to know that I babble when I get nervous. She must be afraid that I spill the beans to this poor woman. Well, I guess that's one way to keep things under wraps. Oh my, how charming. Baker watches the pair of us, taut lips still pressed against mine. A smile adorning her pretty face. Actually, the baker's ears are just a little smaller than Felicia's. Elven demon. That would make sense. I think the word, but they cannot contract dark magic demons. I think they're only able to contract light demons. Oh, there are both kinds. Don't ask me how I know that. You two girls must be awfully close. I always thought it would be nice to feed somebody in such an intimate manner. I wish I had a pretty assistant I could do that with. It would make my baking 10 times more fun. I quite concur. Your cook's pastries are delicious, fair maiden, but I think they would be more so if I could share them with a pretty girl. It would be particularly lovely if she would deign to lick the cream of my cheek with her tongue. Oh yes, that does sound lovely. I'd love it if a pretty girl could lick cream off my body. Or chocolate. Chocolate is a good option too. Now I'm getting all sorts of ideas for new recipes. Well, I'm not too fond of chocolate. If I ever got into a situation I have to lick cream off lick something off someone's body, it would be a cream I choose. Meeting your girls have been a fate. Yes, Karma, I'm possibly overflowing with inspiration for new pastries. I pipe them with the delicious dabs of whipped cream like young girls in frilly dresses. Then I can imagine taking those dresses off and caressing them with my tongue. Cute girls, I mean pastries, really are the best. Aren't they indeed? Rune brows furrows. What do I mean? I don't get it. That's fine, Rune. Felicia ruffles the top of Rune's head. You understand when you get older. I am older. Already adult. Old enough to know what you're talking about. Just the birds and the bees. And the pastries. Huh? Rune looks even more confused about his explanation. Not that I could blame her. I don't want the birds or bees in my pastry. It would taste bad. Still lost at this, as does the baker. She seems to have forgotten about what she overheard Felicia and Tort were able to distract most magnificently. Felicia might seem like an airhead, and Tort can be awfully conniving. But they're pretty reliable when they want to be. Phew. Tort draws away from me. She drops her voice to a whisper and says, so softly only I can hear it. At least we managed to keep that on the wraps. If the cat had gotten out of the bag, it would have been real bad. Now, she glanced at the busy streets, her arms folded. I think we should tell Alex about this dream of yours. I think so too. It would be the best course of action. If Saga really does meant to destroy Grimoire, we need to be on our guard. And that's an understatement. If I'm ever going to be a knight like my mother, then I need to take a stand, no matter how scary the upcoming fight might be. I can't afford to back down. In my mother's daughter, when all's said and done, I intend to prove that. Just as my mother defeated Gunhild, I will defeat Saga. I'm going to protect Lemuria's peace. And I do it with my friends by my side. Together we'll be unstoppable. It's a little funny that the Baker has a sprite, but Alex doesn't. I mean, Alex would be more is more common in the novel, so she should actually have a sprite more than the Baker. But the Baker sprite might be something that the Sakura creators had laying around, and they just wanted to use it. Oops, I spilled a little. So you're saying you know what the culprit behind the increased monster activity in the woods is? Yes, that's right. She's communicated to me directly with within one of my dreams. She told me that her name is Saga and she is one of Gunhild's underlings. Gunhild might have been defeated, but Saga is still alive. She's been plotting for a long time to take revenge, and I think she means to destroy all of Lemuria. My, that's quite the story. Alex massages her chin with one hand. There's a thoughtful expression on her face and her brow furrowed. Are you certain this wasn't just a bad dream? No, it wasn't. It was much too real for that. She tied me up inside her lair and I could feel the ropes dig into my skin. There's no way something that detailed could be a mere dream. Please, Alex. And tracked the guild mistress, my hands clasped together at my front in much the same way I tried to win over Tart earlier. You have to believe me. Saga spoke to me in a dream, but she used her magic to do it. I could feel it. Me too. Moon chimes in. I could feel it, the air heavy, disturbed. Esther disturbed too. She tossed and turned, looked very afraid. When she woke, she all sweaty, couldn't breathe. I very worried. It was magic, some wicked spell. I could smell it. Magic? Well, that complicates matters. I don't have the single drop of magical blood myself. I'm not sure what talented mages are capable of exactly. But communicating with somebody within the dreams sounds like an advanced spell. This Saga, whoever she is, must be quite formidable. I'm not so sure about that exactly. We have that picture. I got my mind back to the very first time I met Saga. Not in the middle, in her hidden lair, but within the... damn it. Did wrong. Within the woods. Felicia and I went for a walk beneath the star-lit sky when I heard her. She's crying out in fear. When we found her, she was laying on the ground. Her clothes were torn and she was covered with her head to toe in green dripping slime. She might have access to some powerful magic, but I wonder if she knows how to wield it. She seems more than a little clumsy. But I can't take her or her threats lightly, not with the fatal Lemura hanging in the balance. I don't think she was lying to me though. She sounded very earnest when she told me about her plans. She'd been assembling an army of powerful monsters. She said she means to launch an attack on Mori in 3 days and burn it to the ground. We don't have very much time, but we have to do our best. It's imperative that we deal with her before it's too late. Ah, my cute lovely Estelle. Felicia sighs happily and cups her cheeks with her hands, as she often does when she is eating a particularly delicious pastry. You sound so determined. It really is cool. You think so? Yes. When I first met you, you were so shy and retiring, but you really have come a long way. I love watching you take shots like this. It's adorable. In fact, I think it's kind of sexy. I might be a princess, but I don't mind the thought of being bossed around, not if it's by a total cutie pie like you. Felicia, please. There's time and a place. I turn away from Felicia, my face on fire. I'm trying to be serious here. Why does she always pick the worst moments to flirt with me? It's not like I don't appreciate her compliments. If I didn't, I wouldn't feel so flush, but her praise is pretty embarrassing. I haven't even done anything yet. Eh. Alex watches us and an amused smile playing about her lips. You girls all get on so well. You're so close. I must admit, this old woman is a little jealous. Old, never fair maiden. Felicia Taylor has hands in her own and presses kissing against her knuckles. You are more advanced years than my dear Estelle. It is true, but you are none the less lovely for it. You are like a fine aged wine. Your eyes are exquisite and the shape of your jaw. Why, it is no wonder the guild is so popular. It's because all men all across Grimoire, and some women too, I wager, wish to bask in your beauty and impress you with their strength and wisdom. You are truly wonderful. Oh my, you really do have a way with words, Felicia. I suppose there's no it's to be expected of a princess. If you keep sweet talking me, I might just let you take me out on a date. Esty. Luna talks at my hem on my skirt. They no take serious. What about Saga? Indeed, I think we're getting quite off topic. I like flirting just as much as the next girl, but Stella is right. We only have 3 days to confront this witch. We should make plans as soon as possible. Huh. Who smirks? Don't you always, always this responsible? Of course I'm responsible. I have a starving family to look after, you know. I might be a crook and a swindler, but I have strong sense of personal ethics. Yeah. Oh yes, your girls are quite right. Of course, forgive me. I got quite carried away. Alex smiles bashfully. Now then, if what Estelle says is true, I have no reason to believe that it isn't. Then you girls must go stop Saga without delay. Do you know where her lair is? I do actually. She told me during my dream. She just up and told you? Thought goggles at me? What is she, an idiot? Doesn't she want us to come and punch her face in? That's rather strange, yes. I thought she would have given you a few cryptic hints, mayhap if she wanted to see us squirm. But it's simply given away her location. Perhaps she is trying to guide us into some sort of trap. I doubt that. She seemed quite upset when she spilled the beans. It must have been an accident. She doesn't seem like the sort of person who is good at telling lies. She was very earnest in her own way, almost like a small child. You remember how she blushed and stuttered when we met her in the forest, don't you, Felicia? Yes, indeed. I recall her red face and her tearful eyes. So that woman really was an enemy. I have my suspicion, but I don't know if I feel all that gratified to have her confirmed. Huh? You met Saga before, Felicia? It was quite by chance, Estelle. Estelle and I stumbled upon a curious woman in the forest when we went for a walk. She was being attacked by slimes. Todd pulls her face. And you say she is intent to conquer all of Lemuria? That was her plan, yes. Huh? How quaint. She can't be that scary if she was bested by a bunch of slimes. So where is she, Estelle? What did she say? She said, I relayed the information to my separate party. Alex nods. I see. That sounds like quite the hiding place. Do you know where the Hollow Glade is, Alex? I do. It's deep within the woods. A 2-day walk or so from here. There's all sorts of strong monsters prowling around those parts of the forest. It might be dangerous. You girls had best be careful. Always am. I won't let a few rotten monsters get the better of me. I'm much too quick-witted too. I'll be fine. I fight, not afraid. Me neither. I want to be a knight just like my mother, so I won't back down, no matter how many monsters I have to fight. I face them all without flinching, and I dispatch them with my mother's cherished sword. I'm going to do my best. Now that's what I like to hear. Alice giggles. Now, it might be hard to find the Hollow Glade without any kind of guidance. I wouldn't want you to get lost. Fortunately, I happen to possess a map of the whole forest with all of the major locations marked off. Let me fetch it for you. It should be a great boon in your journey. Alice reaches beneath the desk of her desk and retrieves a folded map, then she hands it to me. Here you go. This should help you on your journey. Thank you. I'll take good care of it. I know you will. I have faith in you, Estelle. It wasn't so very long ago that you first came to my guild. Felicia in tow, asking for work. I was skeptical, I admit. Perhaps I didn't treat you with the respect you deserve. But now, after knowing you all these months, I come to realize what hard worker you are. You are very sweet-natured, earnest girl. You always do your best, and you never give in. That's why I'm sure you'll be able to do this. I appreciate your support, but what if I can't do this after all? What if I fail? You won't. And the same picture. Felicia throws her arms around my shoulder. Her few strands of her pink hair tickles my cheek. If anything goes right, I'll be here to help. Worry not, dear Estelle. This will be fine. We team, work together. You know where is the I support. We'll help, we'll fight. Won't fail. It's kind of curry saying stuff like this, but I agree with the others. I won't leave you high and dry in things high and dry if things turn south. We're all in this together, right? I still don't know if this Saga woman really means to take over Lemuria, but if she does, I'll give her a piece of my mind. I won't let anybody best the pretty magical cat witch start. You guys. I look between my companions, a small smile on my face. I can't help but feel gratified. I love them dearly, from the bottom of my heart. If I was alone in this quest, I know I begin to doubt myself. I always had self-esteem issues, and this might be the most difficult challenge I have yet to face. I won't back down though, I can't. Not with everybody's support. I'd hate to let my friends down. I believe you, Estelle, you Crusader's daughter after all. Some of her blood must flow in your veins. Go ahead and defeat that wicked witch once and for all. You can do it. That's right, I can do it. I will do it. I'm going to do my best. I can do it. I do my best. That's what I said, but is my best really good enough? I might be my mother's daughter, but I'm nowhere near as talented with the blade as she is. I haven't been training all that long. I'm still a novice. Alice never should have trusted me with this mission. She's making a huge mistake. I come to a halt, holding my hands to my head. There's a painful throbbing in my temple, and it feels like my skull is going to crack open. I've only been walking through the woods half an hour, and I'm already so plagued with anxiety I slowly walk in the straight line. I tried to look cool and talk back in the guild, but that was nothing more than an act. I can't say I want to be I can say I want to be a knight until the cows come home, but that wouldn't turn me into one. There's no guarantee I'll be able to find Saga, and even if I do, she could still best me easily. What if she is exercise in futility, a great folly. I don't want to ruin everything. Why did I agree to go in this on this crazy quest? I can't do this. It's not possible. I must have some sort of death wish. Since when did I become super masochist anyway? Esther, please no cry. You can do it. What if I can't? What if things go wrong? I know Rune trying to cheer me up, sweet girl that she is, but I feel so anxious I round on her all the same. There's a chance this really might be a trap, then not only but you will be in danger too, and Felicia and Hart. I don't want I don't want any one of you to get hurt. If that happened, my heart would break. I never ever forgive myself. Esti, Runesight, your heart big. You were very kind, but now you are being too kind. Were too much. I can fight. I'm not afraid for me, so you're not afraid for me either. That's right. It's like Rune says. We all seasoned fighters here. It's not just a cute kitty, and I'm not afraid to use my claws. Before you fuss about us, you should fuss about yourself first. Yeah. But you only came here because of me. If I'd never had that dream, then Saga could have built up a forces in secret and come to defeat us, and maybe none the wiser. Surely it's better things ended up this way. At least we have a chance to strike first. We can't afford to pass that up. Rune nods. I wolf girl. We hunters. We stalk deer, must strike before it can run. Surprise very important. Saga might be strong, might be weak, I don't know. But to beat her, I bet we attack now. See? Your dream was a big help. It would have been much worse if you'd kept it to yourself. I suppose. I look at Torch skeptically. But I thought you didn't fully believe in my dream. I don't like to believe in anything unless I've seen it with my own eyes first. That's the best way to avoid being hoodwinked. I made a living out of tricking others for years. It would be most embarrassing if I let myself get fooled in return. That being said, I trust you. We're party members after all, and friends too. I still don't know how reliable your dream is, but if you're serious about this, I'm prepared to follow you. Me too. We support you, Esti. You know, lose faith in yourself. You must keep going. One foot after the other, as they say. Though in my case, perhaps a paw would be more accurate. Yeah. You guys. I look between Rune and Tark gratefully. Thank you for sharing me up. I do feel a bit better, but the weak smile fades from my lip, my gaze drops to the ground, my arms hanging limply at my sides. I'm still afraid. We've been on quests before, but none quite so perilous as this. Saga sounded very determined when she spoke to me. I think she really does mean to destroy all the Lemuria. If we can't get to her in time, if anything goes wrong, I don't know what I'll do. I must sound so stupid. No, that isn't true, Estelle. Felicia, you... that's the next picture. So at least that's all I have for Sakura Night 3 this time. I'm Sid Chef. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!